name is Coyle. I'm the owner of Coyle drums. We specialize in steel drums. Been doing that for almost 20 years, but we're dabbling in snare drums and drum sets and stuff now. So we thought we'd bring up a few of the prototypes and things we're working on.
Well, let's take a look. Where should we start?
Well, we'll start with a few things. We're making a small drum, a 12-inch, trying to do all high-end material on it as much as possible. It's hard to get the die cast, so we're using the triple flange. But it's this particular drum, we're not making the shells yet ourselves, although we hope to. This has a Keller shell, an 8-ply, and one thing that I'm a proponent of is using different bearing edges on the top and the bottom. To me, as a music instrument maker, it doesn't make any sense to use the same bearing edge on the top as the bottom. They have completely different functions. So, as a rule, we like to use a single 45 and make it as sharp as possible for the bottom, because that's all it's going to do is vibrate. You're not going to hit it. But on the top, the bearing edge can make a difference in the sound that you get. So, like different models, we use a different bearing edge. We'll use a roundover, what some people would call a baseball bat, for like a tom-tom. We find that works really well. And if you want a really crisp sound, you might want to go with a double 45. If you think about it, low-end drums, they'll use a single 45. It's cheaper to do. You only have to cut it once.
Right.
And it does produce a good product, but we feel you get a better thing at the apex if you do a double 45. And we like to do it a little bit of off-center, more like a third of the way in. I feel that works the best for what I'm trying to accomplish. So, that might be unique to us, or maybe not.
And let's hear that 12. Let's go ahead and... Nice. Yeah, very crisp.
Yep. And then we have a piccolo. I kind of like this drum.
What kind of shell is that?
This is a Keller shell as well. This is a 6-ply Keller shell.
What kind of material?
That's maple, 100% maple. Very crisp, dry. Very sensitive. It has pure sound wires on it. All the drums we have today have pure sound wires on them.
And you're using different throw-offs on different drums too, I noticed.
Yeah, we can get stuff through command, and we can get a good price. So the 3 throws that we're using is a piccolo that command sells, which is a Gibraltar product, and then the RKC that Drum Foundry uses. You also see that on the Black Swamp, and then we use the Dunnett throw, which is a great throw. Yeah. And we can get that at a reasonable price. We want to get into having some solid shells, steam bent. We were able to get this shell. This is actually a Keller prototype.
No kidding.
That we picked up of a solid steam bent. And it sounds pretty nice. It's pretty responsive. We'll put pure sound wires on it, and has a reinforcement ring. It's a solid maple. Put a nice lacquer finish on it. A lot of guys are, going to a polyester finish because you can get a deep look that looks real nice and is durable. But I still like the lacquer. So we've been doing the lacquer, which takes a little bit longer, and you've got to let it cure and get hard. But I don't know. I still like it. I think it's worth the effort.